Whiskey is I'm just going to, first of all, good boy. Okay, sit. Thank you. I'm just going to stand on the leash so that my hands are free. But this exercise is about relinquishing resources. So it ties into resource guarding. So what I'm doing here is I have some dried liver here, and I'm showing him that I have the liver, letting him chew on it. Now I'm going to put it over here, and I'm going to wait. Yes. Oops, hang on. Yes. I'm going to wait for him to look away from it, to relinquish it before I give it to him. So he's not learning to be possessive of it, he's learning to give it up. Yes. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. And you'll notice that I'm not saying anything to him, I'm allowing him to volunteer the attention to me. Try this hand. Yes. So he did a little bit of looking back and forth, back and forth. I waited for a committed look before I said yes, because I want to be sure that he's relinquishing it. Sit. Good, sit. Yes, good boy. And this is tougher because I'm holding my hand a little bit closer to him now. And notice if he goes to take it, I just pull my hand away. I don't say anything. I just let him learn that trying to steal it doesn't get it. Yes. Attention to me, relinquishing it, brings it to him. Yes. And we're working outside, so that's more distracting than working in the house. So this is a bit more challenges. He's got other dogs around. There's a dog standing over there watching us. And there's ducks in the pen up there, and of course the horses and goats are over there. So he's got lots of distractions here. He's doing pretty good, aren't you? Ready? Come, sit. Very nice, good sit. Awesome, you're a smart puppy. Okay, so we're going to relinquish. Yes. So in your notes there'll be a lot more detail on this, but it's all about teaching him to relinquish resources. Yes, in order to get them. So the next exercise that we're going to do to begin working on this resource guarding issue that he has is I'm going to work on place. Because we're outside and he's not my dog, I'm going to tether him to the doghouse. Here, come here. Good boy. I'm going to tether him to the doghouse so that he can't run off. Normally if I was working him in the house though or in the training hall, he would be loose for this. So place is an invisible boundary. Some more treats here. So I'm going to tell him place, yes. And the mat is going to pay him. What I'm doing is I'm going to say yes. Oops, that one he missed completely. And I'm going to start to move around. Yes. Yes. I'm going to keep that mat paying him. Yes. So he doesn't even have time to think about coming off. Yes, before the next treat is there being delivered. So he's thinking, wow, this is really cool. All I have to do is hang out on this mat and food comes to me. How awesome is that? And at the same time, I'm moving around to give myself some distance. So he's learning that I don't have to be right on top of him, yes, for him to stay there. I want him to get used to the idea that I can move around and he's going to stay on his place. So that place is a little small for him. This place is a little bit small for him. I would use a bigger place for him because I want him to have room to be able to move around without stepping off. Yes. And if he does come off, I'm just going to go, I'm just going to, walk him, herd him back, take us back on position. What I'm not going to do, though, is when he goes back right away, is I'm not going to say yes and feed him right away. You've noticed that I've broken contact with him because I'm looking here and not at him. And I'm going to say yes, good boy. Because if I put him back and immediately feed him after he comes off, what he learns is a pattern. I get off, she puts me back, I get food. Therefore, getting off is the behavior that gets the reward. So it's this dreaded loop. So we want to make sure that we never get into that dreaded loop. Yes. So in the beginning, you're gonna reward him often enough that he can't even be swallowing the first treat before the next one's coming. So he's thinking, this is so cool. All I do is hang out here and it rains treats. What better life could there be for a dog? So I'm gonna start changing how I look. Can you stay on place if I turn my back to you? Good boy. And I'm going to start to walk away from him, but as I walk away, I'm going to toss my treat to distract him to stay there. Good boy. I'm going to do the same thing as I go sideways. I'm going to jump around a little bit. Good boy. So I change how I look. Yes, good boy. So you kind of run past him back and forth. Change the pictures. Can you stay on place if I do A, B, or C? Stay. Can you stay on place if... He's not paying attention to me now, so I'm just going to wait for a second. He's looking at the other dog. Yes. And I'm going to reward him. He looked without reacting, so that's a rewardable response. Good boy. Good boy. Yes. What if I squat down? Yes. So I squat down. A lot of dogs want to step off place when you squat down because they think it's an invitation to come. So I'm going to squat down. Yes. Toss the food to him as they go in there. Good boy. All right. So where you can use place with his resource guarding is to have him anchored to a spot where you can then start working on him having resources that you don't want him to guard. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put some treats in a bowl. Whiskey. Good boy. Good boy. And I'm going to do the same exercise, but with a bowl. Yes. When he looks at me, I'm going to say yes, and I'm going to give him a treat from the bowl. Good boy. Looking at the dog right now. It's okay. I'm still going to wait. Yes. And give him the opportunity to choose me. Very good boy. Nice boy. Now I've got dried liver in the bowl, and I've got roast beef in my hand. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to offer him the bowl. I'm going to put some roast beef in there while he's eating the treats. Good boy. Good boy. Do the same thing again. I'm going to offer him the bowl and toss a piece of roast beef there. Good man. So that he's learning that my hand, he's still chewing his food there. My hand coming towards the bowl that's got food in it that he wants to normally growl and make us go away from. I want him to learn that me coming to this bowl is awesome because when I come to the bowl, I'm bringing roast beef. So there's some boring kibble, and here's some roast beef. Good boy. Good boy. Boring kibble, roast beef. Good boy. Good man. Now he's just trying to eat it all up. Good boy. And while he's doing this, I'm just going to toss some roast beef down to him on the ground because we know he would normally guard us coming close to his food on the ground as well. So again, this is awesome. Good boy. There's some liver. And while you're eating that, here's some roast beef. So I always want to up the ante. When I bring food to you, it's better food than what you've got. Very nice. Very good boy. Where did I put this down? Good boy. So I'm going to put a little bit of liver in there. Good boy. And toss some roast beef in on top. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. There you go. So I'm always giving him something better. So we've been working on this for a week, so I can stay, Tari, stay. I can go closer than I would normally. If this was our first few days, I wouldn't do this, but because we're here now, I think we're okay to do this. So this would be sort of, you're going to work with him, work up to this. It's not going to be the first thing you're going to do. He's got food in that bowl, and I want to give him the food out of my hand. Good boy, and I'm going to take the bowl. Okay, I'll put a little bit of dried liver in the bowl. Got my, loaded up with my roast beef. Good boy. I'm going to do this, offer him this, and I'm going to take that away. So what I'm doing is I want her to learn that it's okay. Anytime someone comes near your bowl, good things are going to happen. It's not a fight. We're not stealing anything from you. Oh, good boy. Very nice whiskey. Very good boy. Good boy. Another thing you can do with him to this end is, you could put his bowl down beside him. And let's say he's got his kibble in there. We'll pretend he's got kibble in there right now. And then as he's eating, you're just going to drop some roast beef or some chicken or something better than kibble into his bowl. So you're just going to sit beside him, tell him how good he is. Good boy. There you go. And as he's eating his kibble, you're going to be just dropping some fun stuff into his bowl. And we're at the point now where, good, thank you, baby. Let me just get another piece of boring stuff here. We're at the point now, he and I, where he can be eating this and I can be touching his bowl. Good boy. I'm giving him the good boy. Very nice. Very good boy. That's awesome. Thank you. You're a very good boy. Very good. Hello? What are you like? Okay, so this is Tari, and she's obviously wants some of the drinks as well. Good boy. Yes. Good boy. This is an opportunity for Whiskey to be eating a high-value food in the presence of another dog. Tari, sit. Thank you. So one for you, and one for you. Good boy. Girl, sorry. So he's just having an opportunity to eat high-value food in close proximity to another dog. Good boy. Oh, I think a bug just ate him. There you go. Good. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, what about this stuff? You sit? Bet you did. I think the bugs are getting to them here. There's a lot of bugs out tonight. Good boy. Come close. And he's not really concerned about Tari being close to his bowl. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of food in his bowl. Steak. I'm going to let him eat. I'm going to see if we can walk Tari back and forth. Tari, come. Good girl. Tari, come. Good. And I'm going to toss food in there to him as we pass by. Good girl. Come on, Tari. Good girl. Come on, Tari. So as we go by, we're going to toss food to him. Sorry, bud. Tari, come. She's fairly close to him. Tari, come. Tari, come. Yes. Good girl. So that was pretty good because she was going to be extremely rude there, and she was also going to go right in his bowl. And he didn't get himself too upset or bent out of shape about it. So that's awesome. So we're going to stop this video here, and we're going to set up for something else, and then we'll start again to show you with a really high value.